At the end of episode number 6, we had a picture that looked like this. Since then, I've brought it up in Photoshop, and I've cropped it after I laid it over on its side, so that one end of the crop is at the extreme left side, or the base, and the other is at touching the right side, or what looks like a little tenon. I don't think that's a tenon. I think that whatever was there got cut off. That thing might have been 3 feet long for all I know. What I have to do now is measure it and get the exact size. That looks pretty level. Okay, 17 inches. I should be able to remember that till I get back up to the computer. Now we're in CorelDRAW. It's a two-dimensional drawing program that I use a lot. And if you look at the upper left-hand side of the screen, you'll see one of those little boxes says 18.804. That's inches. That's the width of the picture right now. If I reduce it down to 17, it'll reduce everything else down proportionately. You'll see. Now, because the next thing I'm going to do takes about 8 or 9 minutes, I'm going to speed it up here, but the idea is I'm going to draw a line and follow that silhouette across the top and try and get it as accurate as possible. And I actually get it pretty good, as you'll see when we get to the end. I'll speed it up 10 or 15 times here so you don't have to watch it all day. After I got it pretty close with the wide line, I reduced the thickness of the line, and I went over it completely again a second time to tweak everything up a bit. Then I went over it a third time and adjusted a few more little spots. I think I got it pretty well right now. I'm going to change the white line to black. Now I realize that you're not going to be able to see it hardly at all, but watch what happens when I remove the picture. I'm going to flip this thing over because this is the way I want it to be when it's mounted on the spindle duplicator. And I'm going to have to print it out to size yet. So, once I get that done, I'll see you downstairs in the playroom. Okay, you'll notice that right here is the same as right here, or right here is the same as right here. So what I do is I just use these reference lines that I've drawn on here. They're exactly the same on this one as on this one, so it makes it pretty easy to line them all up. I'll just maybe cut right along the center of this little black line here, which is pretty hard actually, but I can get it pretty close. And then we just line everything up. Okay, I think you get the idea. I was just noticing I'm starting to run out of scrap lumber, and then I found this piece here. It actually was about 2 feet longer. I cut it off. But what's really strange is I can actually remember what this came off of 2 years ago. Yeah. Okay, I guess you've already concluded that this is for the template. And where I have to do my cutting, I don't want to have it on this end because of the knot. And also I want to be careful because I got two holes here. So yeah. Now this part right here, well, that represents this right here. This right here would be like this, and this would be this one. Well, you see how it goes. Yeah, so I gotta get this glued on here in the right place now. Like I said, I don't want the line coming where one of these holes is. Go a little bit more this way. Yeah, I think it misses everything now. I think I'm going to see if I can mix up enough epoxy glue. That's the end of that one. Now this epoxy glue will not make the paper wrinkle or swell the way a water-based glue will. I don't have any double-sided tape, so well, about half an hour that should be ready to use the jigsaw on it. I think it was the day before yesterday I was using these things to hold down the spindle duplicator, and some of the viewers were a little bit alarmed that that's all I was using to hold it down until I got the brackets on. Well, when the mag switch is flat on the surface like this, it has tremendous holding power. When it's like this one here is not completely flat yet, so naturally I could probably pry it off if I wanted to. But anyway, I got to thinking, you know, just how good are these things? I've never actually tested them. I know what the manufacturer says that the pull is to pull one off. So I ordered a scale from Amazon the day before yesterday. It'll probably be here in a few days. I'm saying a few days because we have a mail strike going on here in Canada right now. Mind you, they don't use the post office anyway here. So it might be here by Monday. And we'll actually do a test. I'll rig up some sort of a little device that will allow me to use it. Anyway, you'll see, it'll be kind of fun. Just how strong are these things? We'll try and see, you know, how much does it take to pull one straight up, or if we hook it from just from the side, which is the way I do it a lot. Anyway, let's get this cut. Now my plan here is to stay well this side of the line, and then I will sand in the little places like this, because I don't think I can turn that sharp. Like, I don't think I can turn a radius like that with this blade. I think it's too thick. Anyway, here we go. Do the best we can here. That's the best I can? That's terrible. You know what I think it is? The camera is jinxing me. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.